Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Drew Droege.
Hello, sir. Hi. Hello.
So nice to have you here.
Nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I've got some weird energy beverage. You've got water.
I have, I was gonna, see, Dave, I was gonna make a joke. I was gonna say that I had triple sec.
Oh, a nice, refreshing glass of triple sec.
Oh, but it's just water.
Yeah. I remember the first party that I threw when my parents were out of town. One of my friends brought a bottle of triple sec.
Just triple sec. Ew.
Because it was like just something. It was.
Oh yeah, it's like what's that? Schnapps, or just like some awful liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Something that you drink. Your name is Caitlin. You know what I mean? Like if you're a young lady.
Yep. Caitlin drinks Zima, or
She's Russian Tridelt this year.
Yeah. Bless her heart. She loves Jolly Ranchers and I don't know.
I understand there are some things that if you put a Jolly Rancher in them, like a Smirnoff Ice or something, or maybe
I think you have to put a Jolly Rancher in a Smirnoff Ice to drink it.
Right.
Is that trend still going around where people get iced? Do you know what that is? Is that still going around, or is that dead?
I think it's probably dead by now.
I think it must be dead.
I got iced. I got iced this summer.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
This summer?
In my own home, I got iced.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Because I always thought that was, I remember like about a year ago that was going around.
Yeah.
Does everyone know what that is? Should we clue people in on what being iced is? Everyone, the whole crew's going, yeah, we know what it is.
But for the viewer at home, it was something that there was a rumor that it was that Smirnoff Ice themselves were behind it, but I can't imagine that that's true. Because the thing is, if somebody presented you with a Smirnoff Ice, you had to get down on one knee and drink it. And unless you had one on you,
right?
And then it was an ice block.
Yeah,
is what it was called.
So then, what happened?
The other person had to drink them both.
Oh, I see. Okay,
but the thing
people were just randomly carrying around just hot Smirnoff Ice in their pockets, and just being, just in case they got iced.
Exactly.
And I was like, what? I was never iced. I don't travel in those packs.
Yeah.
But if I want, I would just say no. Like, what are people gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. It's not legally binding.
Are they gonna like put your teeth on a curb and curb stomp you or something? Like, what are they gonna do if you say no? I'm sorry, I'm not gonna drink the Smirnoff Ice.
Did take it that seriously?
They pulled an American History X and just was like,
God damn it. But that can't be the Smirnoff Ice people behind it because the whole thing is...
The whole idea is that it's so bad, it tastes so nasty that you have to drink this.
This product is your punishment for losing this game.
But I'm sure it was like on the news. It was like something,
Yeah.
It was on the news, Dave. So I think it probably did something for the business.
In my household, Ben and I moved into a place with a pool last year, and so there were always people by the pool this summer, which is great. That's where the icing happened. But then it devolved very quickly into Four Locoing.
Four Loco. So that, and the Four Loco is the
it's now
crazy.
banned.
Yeah, because it's got like it's like, how much alcohol is in it?
There's a lot of alcohol, but it's also there's just so much energy stuff, guarana, taurine, and stuff like that you just kind of go crazy.
You go Four Loco.
You go Four Loco. You go 4 different kinds of crazy. You black out, and then you wake up with the worst hangover in the world. So it devolved very quickly into Four Locoing. Juice, Joose, is another kind that's still on the market.
Wow.
Yeah, and then it ended because my friends and I realized we like each other and we don't want each other to die. So this was all in about a 10-day span.
There you go.
Yeah.
And we're adults and we can drink scotch or wine, or
it doesn't have to be a punishment.
Just exactly. That we can enjoy drinking.
It can be a leisure time activity.
Exactly.
Now, the last time you and I saw each other was obviously the viewer's going to know this. It was a terrific show on dipdive.com called Cold Maxin. Remember Cold Maxin? I
remember Cold Maxin. It was you and me and James Adomian, and we were judging a rap
freestyle hip hop comedy competition.
Right.
That Will I Am was sponsoring.
Yeah, he was sponsoring, and at the Staples Center after the concert, right?
It was after the Black Eyed Peas concert.
That was so weird. It was a really long night, and I love Dip Dive, and they're so fun to work with. But it was a crazy night because they kept cutting in between other stuff. Do you remember Jeremy Renner was there?
That's
right. Do you remember they brought there was some weird Hal Rudnick was hosting it, and he's awesome, and he was hosting our part of it. But then they kept cutting to some other weird guy who didn't know what he was doing, and then he was like, "Hey, now we're bringing up Jeremy Renner." Yeah. And it was like, why was Jeremy Renner there?
There were no guests on this show except Jeremy Renner, and it was set up.
I felt so bad for him because he didn't know what he was clearly not prepped, and it was like clearly he was probably just at the Black Eyed Peas concert, and they were like, let's grab him, and I remember he was talking about the town at that time. This was way back in March or something, and he said, I'm going to moving to the town, but they weren't giving him any sort of Like, I would be so mad if I was him.
The guy who was interviewing him was like, so what are you doing now?
Right.
Oh, you are dope. That's really dope. That's really dope. Oh, you're doing the town? Oh, that's dope. That sounds really dope.
Hey.
And like, that was it.
Are you funky, you fly? Hip-hop harmony. Really high harmony. I had so much fun with you. We had a lot of fun.
We had a terrific time, but it was...
Thank God you were there.
Good Lord. And also, they had bleachers set up for an audience, which nobody remembered to bring an audience.
Nobody was there.
So Ben was with me, because he came down with me, so they put him in the audience, and literally it was bleachers and Ben.
And Ben, just sitting there. Just sitting there. And...
Oh, God, those were some special times.
Real special.
Thank God you were there.
Thank God. And then there was, after who was the other guy? Was the fourth guy was one of their, like, tour...
Right.
There was like a roadie or somebody that was on the thing.
I think they must have just like sent out an APB backstage, like, can we get a heterosexual male?
Right, exactly.
Get on this judging
somebody that
board?
knows anything about rap.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh God, that was great. I've been watching you all year, and all of 2010, I should say, because this will probably air in 2011, as Chloe Sevigny.
Good evening, America. I'm Chloe Sevigny. It's recently come to my attention that it's Oscar season. I attended a pre-party preview finalist nomination luncheon sponsored by Kombucha Superfruit, All Brand Cereal, and Gold.
Those videos are fucking genius.
Thank you.
They're so funny.
They're so fun to do, and I can't believe they're still going. Every time I do one, I always think that's going to be the last one.
Right. No.
Because I mean, just because I think, okay, we jumped the shark.
Yeah.
It's gotten crazy. You know, my friend Jim Hansen edits and directs them, and he's amazing. Like, he makes each one gets better and better.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've kind of been doing the same old shtick for years, and he just raises the bar each time and just sends it to me and says, "What do you think?" And it's always awesome.
This one premiered on PerezHilton.com.
On PerezHilton.com.
I mean, that's like zillions of eyeballs.
It was awesome. Yeah, it was really awesome. He's been great this year. He's been really, really sweet to promote me like crazy. So
good.
Yeah,
he is turning over a new leaf. Then
he is.
He's becoming a positive force in the world.
Yeah, I don't know why he responds to it so much, but he's been really, really nice about that, and so I'd appreciate it.
Good.
Yeah.
Did I mention I was wearing a snood?
You didn't do it in 2010, but I think I watched it in 2010 more than anything else in the world. Is you did a video as Tanya Roberts promoting Tahiti Village.
All right.
Have you ever said to yourself, God, I need a vacation, but where the fuck would I go? The Tahiti Village is probably for you. Hi, hello, I'm Tanya Roberts, and I don't have a lot of time. Located just 40 gorgeous miles off the Las Vegas Strip, Tahiti Village is a paradise, a paragon. It's just like Tahiti, but what the fuck would you know? You've never been to Tahiti, right?
I've sent it to everyone I know, and everyone I know not only loves it, but like says something to the effect of like, the fifth time I watched it, I noticed this. Like, there's something about it that makes you watch it again and again.
Well, thank you. Did you know those ads on the radio?
No,
there were real ads on the radio, and Tanya Roberts was on the radio, and she talks so fast, and it's clearly pre-recorded. It was this vacation. It's a vacation spot called Tahiti Village, and it's outside of Vegas, and it just sounds like this just armpit of a place.
Right.
But Tanya Roberts is on the radio, and she's trying to sound really natural and just kind of off the cuff. But she talks so fast, and it's so canned. It's just like, I'm glad you asked that question. The answer to the question is simply this: you get 4 days, 3 nights, blah, blah, blah. And it was so fast. It was so dumb.
So they're like pretending that she's calling in to a radio
and she would kind of do these things like, you would say to me, Tanya, and I'll say, okay, yeah, sure. And it was that weird like forced familiarity thing. And I was like, all right, enough. I was just trying. I was like, let me see if I can do this. And I did that one time live at a comedy show, and my friend saw it and said, I need to make a video of this. So the next day we made a video and threw it up, and it was so fast. But I did the whole thing in one take. It was like in one breath. Like it was as fast as I could do.
You can kind of tell.
We did it a couple different times so we could edit, different things. So you kind of need to watch it 5 times because I don't leave any space for laughs.
Right.
There's no time. It's like she doesn't stop talking.
God, it just everything about it makes me laugh. And this was months ago that I saw it for the first time. Went out to dinner with some friends to the Hungry Cat the other night. We all had fresh cracked crab. Like that, and we all said fresh cracked crab.
Listen, we've got lots of flavors at Tahiti Village. I'm talking about food if you're confused. We're talking fresh cracked crab. We're talking flaky ham, creamy chicken, buttery, pillowy steaks. It's all there at Tahiti Village.
Oh God, It's really made an impact, Drew.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
So you also do a one-man show.
It's a one-man show called Drugs.
Yeah.
And it's 3 different stories about me on different drugs and what happens around it. And
awesome.
Not really about the drugs so much as just the story around it.
Right.
You know, it's always fun when you do a show like that. Like afterwards, people love telling you their drug stories, or people think, oh yeah, you do drugs. Like they want to, you know. But I'm like, no, I'm a nerd. Right. So when I do drugs, bad things happen. Like I can't handle drugs.
I've done them 3 times.
Yeah, exactly.
These are the 3 stories.
Yeah, way more than 3 times, but they're still always,
Still. Now you've been involved with the Groundlings and stuff, right? How long have you been doing improv and stuff?
Since I've lived out here for 11 years.
Yeah.
I started at the Groundlings, and I still pop over there and do shows, and I teach over there.
Yeah.
And so I love it over, and I do stuff at UCB and at IO sometimes. I pop in here every now and then.
Good.
Yeah.
We should do a show.
Yeah, we should. I would love to.
Do a show. Let's
I would love that.
To do a show. It'll be called Maxon Reunion.
Let's call Jeremy Renner.
We'll call Jeremy Renner. We'll find out who that
choreographer, Ben, to watch. He'll be the only person that can watch the show.
You know what I loved about that too was they kept cutting. It was so long because for long stretches they would cut to the after party that was going on at like Club Nokia. Or after party, and it was like, hey, you guys, LMFAO is DJing. Let's cut to that for 45 minutes. And it wasn't. It was just there was some guy at a turntable, and then the 2 guys from LMFAO with their afros just doing this, and like just walking.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, like I caught a glimpse of the monitor, and it was truly just 2 guys pacing. Crazy. It was really bad.
That sounds horrible.
It really was horrible, but people watched it. LMFAO.
That's like shots, alcoholic. That's them, right?
Yeah, that is them.
I keep up with the kids.
That's a song that celebrates a
alcoholism.
disease. It's not.
No, it's not good.
It's rough stuff.
Yeah.
And on that note, Drew Droege, it's been a pleasure having you here.
Thank you for having me.
Drew Droege, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Woo! So much.